Hi guys. Okay, let's continue doing your vocabulary. Give me a second. So we were on pixels and clusters. If you have issues with these concepts, let me know so I can write an example in the wall. But guys, sixth grade, you better be working around it. Because then in the exam you have a lot of complaints that are super disrespectful that I'm not gonna take because I'm your teacher and you have to respect me either you like it or not. Um, the questions were specific, made based on the readings. That's what I wrote, specific chapters. There was only one answer to them. And it took me hours to make the exams, so I wouldn't run in problems like the ones you were suggesting that I made a mistake. Yeah, I can make mistakes. I'm human. I make mistakes all the time. But I took forever to make that exam, so that wouldn't happen. So the purpose of my class is to make you think, but also to challenge what you think. So you have to put an effort in what you're thinking. Not everything can be done around what you want, because one day you'll go to high school or university and you won't be able to bring your parents to complain about the answer that you wanted to be correct. This is not about what you want to be correct. This is about you learning and to bend and to learn how to do things around someone's directions. One day you're going to be your own boss and you're going to have to make your own rules. But so far you have to learn how to work along rules. Okay, so let's continue. The next word is components in page 79. Um, so we have in the paragraph, these pixels light up to form the letters and numbers that are seen on the screen. This sign in New York is made of tiles that are each about 1 square foot in size. Each tile contains about 256 pixels with more than 2,000 LED lights on the front side. The back of the tile has the necessary electronic components to light all the LEDs on the tile. So try to imagine to make something shiny. That New York, you can Google New Year's Eve, New York ball. Um, when it falls down, it's shiny like a sun, but inside of it there are very tiny, maybe small like my finger, little LED lights, and they are put in clusters, in groups, to form pixels, and those pixels form humongous lights. So all of those things work in a ball, but inside the ball, let's imagine this is the outside and this is the inside, there are electronic components, things that are made with electricity and wires and cables and every kind of component you can imagine. So a component, it's multiple parts of something, or multiple parts of a hardware, H-A-R-D, if I'm not wrong, W-A-R-E. Hardware is a discipline that requires construction, electricity, building, things that need manual labors. So a component requires a lot of those hardware things, wires, cables, screws, everything you can imagine. It's a part of a bigger something. A component, it's an ingredient for a bigger something. And everything that is electronic has components. A TV, if you open a TV, has a million components. A phone, if you open a phone, I'm pretty sure Godoy can tell you this, there's a million components in there that you have to sometimes burn. I don't know how to call that, but I've seen that they put something in it and it produces smoke that you have to burn and melt in there. Those are the components. So you can write examples in 2 sentences about them. In page 81, we're going to find the next word, that is signals. All over the United States, traffic signals are being replaced with ones that use LEDs. Now, in the past, the people would only have the picture that says stop. or cross only on the green light, but that has changed. So when you cross the street in the States, when you're about to cross, there's a big pole in there, and you press a button, and that makes the lights to turn red for the cars, so they stop and you can cross. We don't have that in here, but it's because most people are walking. In the States, most people are inside cars. In some places like New York, people walk and have cars, but there's so much traffic that they need lights where they can press so the cars stop and people can pass without having accidents, like the one in here. When people should not walk, this man turns red, and when they can cross, it turns white in this case, or green sometimes. And this is the speed sometimes that the cars are going, that they should be aware that they should go slower. Or sometimes the number of the seconds that the light is going to be on. Tegus has it. I think that in Boulevard Morazan, the lights have minutes, so you can see 28, 27, 25, and you're like, oh my god, 26. I'm about to cross, because they show you how long is it gonna be on or off that you can cross. So signals are pictures or images that tell you a message, if you can cross or if you cannot. And all the things that I tell about tegus and the minutes are things that you can use an example for your sentences. And if you don't remember, just scroll back. Then we have in page 82, pulsates. We have in there a red light underneath the mouse pulsates. Okay, now pulsates is the constant movement of light. It's something that goes on and off. So if you put the mouse on a surface, it's not gonna be red because it's gonna be sensing the surface so it can move. But if you move it up, it's gonna be red on. And there's a lot of things that do that. For an example, some houses' lights do that. When someone is crossing, it pulsates a signal that can sense when someone is crossing. And if someone is crossing, it turns on. But when there's nobody crossing, it continues pulsating the signal, and if nobody crosses, it doesn't turn on. So pulsates is the movement that a light or a device produces to identify a surface. In the case of a mouse, to identify where are you trying to take it, and in the case of a light, if there's someone in there. Those two examples, the mouse and the light, are the things that you can write your sentences with. Then we have indicator, also in page 82. Power buttons on appliances have indicator lights that use LED lights. I don't know if you've seen it, but in older computers, in computers kind of like this, the light with the little circle and the line in there sometimes was green or red or blue. So it would be easier for you to find it even if it was dark. So you just press it and it would turn on. That is an indicator. An indicator is a signal that you can find in an appliance or a device to turn it on and turn it off. And the computer thing that I told you is a good example with which you can write your sentences with. Then you have device, that we were just talking about devices. In page 33, device. Remote control also use LED lights because they turn kind of red or green or blue, depending on what kind of LED light is, when you press it to change the channel. Inside a remote control is a circuit board with infrared LED, see, red. This LED produces light that is invisible to the human eye. The device controlled by the remote device is the specific object, the TV remote, the TV itself that you want to turn on, the computer. So a device is an electronic object, and there's multiple electronic objects in the world that you can write examples with in the sentences. And finally, I guess, no, just more. Then we have connection. We have in there controlled by the remote, also in page 83, such as a television can see the light. When you press the power button on the remote control, the receptor in the television sees the flashing infrared light. Then the television turns on. The television senses a connection. Now, a connection is a connection it's over understanding. A connection is a relationship between two things, because sometimes the remote control that you have for your TV doesn't work for your DVD, or doesn't work for your VCR, or doesn't work for your, I don't know, there's a million things that you can use remotes for. Actually, people have apps now that they can use their phones as a remote control because they produce this infrared light. So a connection is a relationship between two electronic devices to work along each other. In page 84, we have a next word, lifespan. The long lifespan of LED makes them ideal for the automotive industry. So a lifespan is how long it lasts, how long something lasts in life. Some light bulbs, it says 200 hours of light, and you're like, you're kidding, right? A year of light? So a lifespan is how long something lives. When you buy a TV, you say, does it have a guarantee, like 3 years? Oh, the lifespan of the TV is 3 years. The lifespan of my phone will be 4 years. So the lifespan is how long something will last. And all electronic devices have a lifespan, so you can write examples with it. Then we have the word, wait, this is the last word, in page 84 also, durable. Now we have airlines are also moving toward installing LED lights on the outside of planes. Unlike traditional landing lights, LED landing lights are more durable. So it's over understanding because it's the same word in Spanish with the same meaning. Durable is how long something lasts. So they are synonyms. Lifespan and durable are a synonym of the same meaning. How long something lasts. If they're durable, they're gonna last for a long time. Sometimes your parents say, I'll buy you this phone because it's a, I don't know, it's a cacharrito. And like, but cacharrito is not gonna be very durable. I want a Huawei because Huawei can fall from the second floor of the house and it's gonna be durable. It's not gonna break. So durable is something that lasts for a long time. So that was your vocabulary. I hope that you don't have any troubles doing it. I hope that you have the opportunity to do it everything. And if you have questions, sorry, don't forget to post it in the DMs in the internal platform of the in the internal messages of the platform. And I hope that I can see you soon. See you guys.